Sports. For the first time in over 25 years, it's time to introduce your Knoxville Smokies.
Go Smokies!
All right, Smokies fans, welcome back to the live pilot pregame show. We've got a special edition because we're live here from the Westtown Mall in the brand new Smokies team store. And if you see up there in the top right corner, Pablo's here. He's doing a live meet and greet signing. So everybody's hanging out, having a good time. We've got Jackson in the building. He's going to go try to get some on-camera time right now. He's not exactly fitting in the frame, but Jax, we will get you on here at some point. If you go hang out with Pablo, everybody can see you, get your eyes on you. But yeah, alongside Brian Keiss, Tyson Belton, I'm Connor Nelson. We got the Smokies broadcast team here at the mall hanging out. And it's been a great series so far, Shuckers and Smokies. And we will get into all of the action here in a bit. But since we're here in the store, we've got to start it out by previewing some of the great merchandise that they've got over here. Some great stuff. They've got a massive collector's corner. They've got Kevin over here riling everybody up, making sure everybody's getting some good pulls in. We're going to have some packs on the live stream later. But right now, each of these guys have a shirt they're going to be holding. And Tyson, let's start with you because it's going to be Paint the Park Pink Night. And Tyson, you've got a pink shirt here in front of you. How's it looking?
Yeah, I do have this pink shirt in here. It has the Knoxville words on it with the Disney princesses, and it looks amazing. I know if I had a daughter or something, she would love this shirt. So I'm rocking with this pink color.
Yeah, so that's one of the ones from the is that the Paint the Park Pink Night, Richie? Richie's our producer here. He's in the house. I believe that is the one that's featured today.
Has to be the one.
So, yeah, it's going to be around the stadium. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of people rocking it. They've got specialty uniforms for Paint the Park Pink Night, so it's going to be a real fun day at Covenant Health Park. If you're tuning in on YouTube, make sure to check out SmokiesBaseball.com for some tickets. Who knows? There may not be very many left. Last night we had a sellout. All right, and then shirt number 2, Brian, we've got another blue alternate color for our guys out there. What are we rocking over here?
Yeah, this one's got the sphere on it. Pretty nice little home plate design as well with the Smoky bear on the bottom, the logo there, and 2 stars top red corners of the plate. I like this one. Classic design. It's got everything you need from Knoxville, especially with the Smokies coming back. So I really like this one. This one's a good pickup here.
Yeah, 2 very quality Go Tees shirts. So make sure to check out all of the options here at the Go Tees locker room at the Westtown Mall. It's right across from the food court. It's right outside of Dick's, so you can park right outside of Dick's, walk right through, maybe get your sporting goods shopping in, and then you're right here at the Smokies team store. So we're setting the stage for tonight's action. We've got exclusive game day coverage, giveaways, player interviews if Pablo decides to join us a little bit later. But right now, let's go ahead and talk about what's happened so far in our series. So it's tied right now, 2-2, split apiece. So game number 1, it was a Knoxville win. It was a 5-4 victory. They scored 5 runs on 3 hits. They capitalized on 11 walks issued by the Biloxi pitching staff, and they set Brad Depperman up for his 2nd save of the season. So they carried that winning way into game number 2, but Biloxi came out with the W. They won 8-4. Both teams scored in the first inning and then did not score again in the 8th. It was Jaron DeBerry making his AA debut for Biloxi. He shined, going 6 innings, allowing just 1 earned run. And then Biloxi put up 6 runs in the 8th. That really sealed the deal. The Smokies could not complete the 7-run comeback in the 9th. And then game 3, that was our rain out. We got through about 4.5 innings, and it was a pitcher's duel between Tate Keener and Antonio Santos, but both of them scratched after the game was resumed just yesterday, and the Smokies ended up coming out on top of that one with a 2-0 win, thanks to Brett Bateman picking up a couple of RBIs in the 8th inning. And then yesterday, it was a Knoxville Giants night, a really, really packed house. It was sad because we didn't have any fans for the end of the first game, game 3, because of the event going on at the stadium for Knoxville Giants night. But man, did the fans show out for game number 4. Unfortunately, the Smokies couldn't come out with the win, but there were plenty of great individual performances, including a Smokies debut for Walker Powell. It was his Smokies debut. He went 4 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 3 Ks. We actually had the chance to talk to him after the show. Here's a couple of words that we got from Walker Powell.
Walker, here after your debut with Knoxville here in 2025. So first off, overall, how'd you feel going into tonight?
I felt good. I felt pretty polished, all things considered. All my pitches were working. Just I left a few mistakes with 2 strikes, so something to improve on. But overall, I felt pretty good. Arm felt healthy. I felt strong.
So going up against a lineup full of a lot of guys you hadn't seen before, what was the game plan going into tonight?
Verm, did some good work putting together a scouting report for me. Just getting back here, facing this team for the first time this year. Like you said, I haven't seen really any of these guys, so just kind of taking some notes on each guy and kind of seeing what their tendencies are. So I was able to, to look at that, and then to Ethan Hearn behind the plate is able to memorize that stuff a little bit better than I am. So he's seen them a few times. Just trusting in him, what he calls, and just, having conviction and executing it. So it's good.
All right, well, special night here at the ballpark too, Knoxville Giants night. So 2-part question here. How does it feel to make your debut in front of this Knoxville crowd here at this stadium? And then what does it mean to you to put on this cool alternate uniform?
It's great. Anytime returning to Knoxville, I love this city. It's been good to me, and I've had a lot of fun here. So it was great to see the fans again. I think last time I was here was in 2023. So it was just great, sense of relief getting back out here in front of all these fans. And, they mean a lot to us. The uniform was awesome. It was a cool night, a cool environment. And, I was just happy to be a part of it. So
awesome.
Yep, that was Walker Powell after his Smokies debut here in 2025. Brian, you were in the building taking a look at his debut for Knoxville. What jumped out to you about his start?
I really thought he had some really quality pitches, especially coming in out of that second inning. He really settled in, had some really good performances. Of course, those 3 strikeouts, only giving up 2 hits in those 4 innings. So I really liked coming at him. Obviously he mentioned having not seen these guys, was trusting his catching really, really well last night. He just shoved. He did a really nice job on the mound. It's a little bit of a shorter start for him as far as starts go. He's a guy who will work into later innings, but a really nice performance for him last night.
Yeah, and knots the series up at 2 apiece for each team. So the Smokies trying to take the series lead here with the final 2 games coming here on Saturday and Sunday. But let's go ahead and take a peek at the standings as we enter game number 5. And the Smokies right now in second place. Tyson, how's the Southern League North looking?
Yeah, so the Southern League North is looking like this, as you said already. The Smokies are sitting currently in second place in the Southern League North with an 18-18 record, right behind the Birmingham Barons, who have been playing nothing but great. So they've been playing amazing lately. They're sitting at a 27-10 record, as the Smokies are 8.5 games behind them. But trailing the Smokies are the Chattanooga Lookouts, who are sitting at 16-19. And followed up by them is the Rocky City Trash Pandas, who are sitting at 11-26. So the Smokies are still in the hunt, in the race for that top spot in the division, as they still have Chattanooga on their tails. But with that win coming up, more wins coming up, but Knoxville can do better and really get into it. But the Barons are leading the division right now, and they're really walking away.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough to come back from an 8.5 in lead. You want to kind of be within that 6-game stretch, because when you're within a series, you at least know 1 week can get you into where you want to go. But unfortunately for the Smokies right now, Birmingham, like you said, Tyson, playing amazing baseball. 8-2 over their last 10. And right now it's also tough sailing for the Shuckers right now. How does the Southern League South look, Brian?
Well, it's actually a pretty tight race, but all things considered. Pensacola at the top of the Southern League South at 21-15. They're 2.5 games up on the Montgomery Biscuits, who are 19-18. On a 4-game win streak is Montgomery. Columbus is 18-19 at 3.5 games back. And Biloxi now just 5.5 games back after their win last night. They're just 3-7. So looking to get back, win the series here in the next couple of days, but a really pretty close race. Of course, Biloxi has clinched their spot, of course, with their performance in the first half of the season. So pretty tight race. Of course, we got about a month and a half left of baseball to play. So up for grabs in the Southern League South.
Yeah, you've got Birmingham in the driver's seat in the north, and a fun story in the south with Pensacola, Montgomery, and Columbus all still in it with just a month left to go here in the second half. So let's go ahead and get into today's starting pitchers now that we've set the stage with the standings, and it's going to be a solid starting pitching matchup tonight. We've got the second Smokies start for Tommy Romero, and it'll be Casey Hunt, a top 30 prospect, on the mound for the Shuckers. So what's the report on Romero, Brian?
Well, Romero, he has a little bit of major league experience in 2022 with Tampa Bay. Did make 2 starts with them, but picked up signed as a free agent with the Smokies in 2025. Was sent down, started the year in AAA, but sent down from AAA Iowa on August 1st. With Iowa, he was 0-1 with a save, an 8.454 ERA, I beg your pardon, 39 innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 29 walks, 24 strikeouts. So a little bit shaky with the command. The hitters hitting almost 300 against him at 297, looking to face some new guys here in a new city, new jersey on his back. So trying to get right here in 2025 as the season winds down. Yeah,
Romero has bounced around franchises and looking to make a solid second start for the Smokies as they try and take this series. They need 2 wins, but right now you got to win today to even have a shot at taking the full series. And his counterpart on the mound, it's going to be Casey Hunt for the Shuckers. He's a top 30 prospect, and so far on the season, you see his stats right here in front of you. He's 6-7 with an ERA over 5, so hasn't been the prettiest year for Casey Hunt, but in his 19 starts, he's allowed 34 walks and struck out 81 batters. So the stuff is good for him right here, as you can see. He's got multiple breaking pitches that he'll utilize in the strike zone and has a lot of action. He's got a lot of movement in his pitches and in his windup. You see him falling off to that left side pretty much every time, and that just shows you kind of a little bit inside the mind of Casey Hunt, how violent he's going to be, how he pitches, and what we're going to see from him tonight. We'll see. He's got a couple of starts for Knoxville in 2025. He's 1-0 with 3 earned runs and about 8 innings pitched. So the Smokies going to look to get the bats hot after they were a little bit cold on Knoxville Giants night. So that's going to go ahead and wrap up our pilot pregame show here for the first segment. So we thank you for tuning in on the Covenant Health Park scoreboard. If you're watching us here at the game, make sure you're in your seats right at that 7 o'clock first pitch start. It's going to be a great night here for baseball. Painting the part pink, I can already see the waves of pinkness throughout Covenant Health Park. It's looking great. So thank you all for showing up and showing out. And for listeners on 92.5 or 1180 WKCE, stay tuned for all the action here on the radio. It'll be the voice of Smokies baseball, Mick Gillespie, and the beautiful Richie Giuliano on the call for all 9 innings on the Smokies Baseball Network. So we'll take a quick break and be back with more Pilot pregame show right after this.
Escape to the sunshine and soft sands of Sarasota, Florida. With nonstop flights from McGee Tyson Airport, your next beach getaway is just a short flight away. Whether you're craving fresh seafood, stunning sunsets, or a stroll through the charming streets of St. Armand Circle, Sarasota has it all. Book your flights now at flyknoxville.com and trade the everyday for an ocean breeze.
More flights to more places. That's McGee Tyson Airport.
Looking for the true spirit of the Smokies? Old Forge Distillery in Pigeon Forge handcrafts award-winning bourbon, vodka, and moonshine made in the heart of the Smoky Mountains. No wonder they're the official bourbon, vodka, and moonshine partner of the Knoxville Smokies. Swing by for free samples, tours, and one-of-a-kind spirits you won't find anywhere else. Whether you're into smooth bourbon, refreshing vodka, or Tennessee moonshine, your spirit adventure starts here. Old Forge Distillery, where Smoky Mountain tradition comes to life. Please drink responsibly.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
When you're ready to hit a home run with your banking needs, look no further than First Bank. the official bank of the Knoxville Smokies. Whether you're saving for your next big game or planning for the future, First Bank has got you covered. Visit your local First Bank today or visit us at firstbankonline.com and step up to the plate with confidence. First Bank. Bank local, get more.
On the farm, alarm clocks don't start the day, and the job begins long before the sun shows up. Here, produce is hand-picked at the peak of freshness, and that's when you're sure to see the Food City truck coming around the bend. Food City's been working hand in hand with farmers, going straight to the source for generations. It's how they bring you the freshest produce around. Get hand-picked produce from farm to Food City.
Hey, East Tennessee, Iron Forge Brewing Company is proud to be the official craft beer of the Knoxville Smokies. Brewed in the Smokies, for the Smokies. Step up to the plate and try our new Smokies Light Lager, a crisp, refreshing brew perfect for game days and good times. Grab one at Iron Forge Brewing Company in Sevierville, inside Covenant Health Park, or at your favorite spot in East Tennessee. So don't strike out. Round up your crew and slide into Iron Forge Brewing Company today, where craft meets community and every pour is a home run. Iron Forge Brewing Company, the official craft beer of the Smokies.
Welcome back to the live pilot pregame show here alongside Brian Keiss, Tyson Belton, Richie Giuliano doing our production here tonight. And we've got a fan in the building tuning in on YouTube. So for Yorkie Iron, thank you for tuning in. Smokies fans in the UK, glad to hear that we got fans all around. And had some family holiday. Smoky Mountains managed to catch a Smokies match. Wow, look at that. Capturing a Smokies game. I mean, Covenant Health Park, it's going to make an impression on everybody who walks in its gates. And glad that you were able to have a great experience. And for anybody else tuning in, not sure how we're going to find a better testimonial than this. If you have not visited Covenant Health Park yet, we've only got 2 homestands after this series, so make sure to check out the tickets at smokiesbaseball.com. But now that we're done with our pregame preview, back in our first segment that will be shown on the Covenant Health Park scoreboard, let's go ahead and get into the fun stuff. So we've actually got a new game here to play on our pilot pregame show. It's called Pack a Punch. So the rules of the game, they're kind of fun. So each one of our co-hosts, Brian and Tyson, they're going to open a pack. If they pull a Cub, a former Cub, or a former Smoky, that's double points, they get to put a random item on me. So, you could get real creative with it. We have some women's clothing. We have a mascot head. I mean, you never know what they could be doing, but here it is. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get an insane pull, but these are some packs, some 2024 Heritage Tops. We were hooked up by Kevin in our Collector's Corner, and there's the pack. Brian's showing it off, and Tyson is on audio only right now, and he's actually already opened the pack, so I guess he's going first.
I'm going to go first.
First player.
Okay, first player we have
Alejandro Kirk. That is not a here. Just hand me and I'll show him. Alejandro Kirk, not a Cub or a former Smoky.
Next, we have Kevin Newman.
Kevin Newman. Actually, we might have to do some fact checking. I don't think Alejandro Kirk was on the KJs, right, Richie? Yeah, he's shaking his head no. Like, Pablo, have a good day. We'll see you back at the stadium. Pablo wrapping up his meet and greet here at Covenant Health Park. You see on this one view over here, he was posted up at his table doing a bunch of signing. Plenty of fans came out to see Pablo.
Next, we have a Bryce Harper.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Bryce Harper, not a former Smoky, though, so we're good there. I'm safe for now. A 2 for 1. So technically, all right, here, Rich. Tucker. Rich, I'm gonna need need some clarification here. We got Kyle Tucker, but he is not a Cub on the card. So Richie, are we considering this pulling a Cub? Yeah. Richie is saying yes. All right. So Tyson does get to put an item of clothing on me. We'll get through the whole pack first. Let's see if he gets a real hit. Oh, and if there was any doubt, he's got Michael Rucker. To be honest, I've actually never heard of this guy. Rich, have you? Michael, he's shaking his head no.
He's got the uniform
He's got the uniform on. That's all that matters. So he's actually got 2 Cubs now, and he's not even all the way through the pack. Oh, my gosh, and he's got the bonus points for a former Smoky. A Javi Baez pull. Richie, I just got screwed on the very first pack. He can do whatever he wants to me at this point. What do you got coming after that?
You're in trouble.
We have multiple former Smokies here. Trent Grisham's next. I mean, he's got a sweet stash. Shout out Philip Stalzer, not with us today, but a part of the broadcast team. Sweet stash.
We got Byron Buxton up next.
Byron Buxton, a theoretical trade candidate at the deadline, did not get moved. Not a former Smoky, though.
Last, we have Dane Myers.
and Dane Myers. So Richie's passed us a note here. Michael Rucker, the first Cub that we saw officially on this, he was a Smoky in 2019. He played 34 games. So that definitely counts. Javi Baez, also a legendary Smoky. So Tyson, why don't you go find something that you want to embarrass me?
How many
in?
items do I get?
How many
Just
items?
one?
I think you got multiple former Smokies, so I'll let you do 2.
Okay, 2 items. Got it.
So now, Brian, let's go ahead and start your pack. What do we got here? And
you're in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh,
Connor.
boy, he's
So,
already looked through it.
Jordan Lawler is the first poll that I got, Diamondbacks outfielder. That was a rookie card as well. Then we got a twofer.
He's just an infielder, by the way. I'm just sorry.
All right,
Wham.
all right.
Slamming you because I know you're going to embarrass me. Anyways, continue.
But Altuve and Stanton double card. Not too bad. Jake McCarthy, another Diamondback. He's on here. And then we got a Cub. You're in trouble. Signed Justin Steele. So
crap.
You're going to be loaded up here, Connor.
Oh, and Richie's joined us on the mic. Richie, do you want to open a pack too?
I might as well.
Richie's going to open one too. I'm going to be in a
Diamondback
full new
here.
outfit coming out of here.
Oh, yeah. Bryce
What's
Jarvis
the strategy here? You pull the back.
Richie's obviously has not spent enough time in the collector's corner. Oh, he's giving me the
Jose
dad
Rodriguez?
vest. Look at this. I actually kind of like that hat. This is a solid fit
It's
right now.
actually
All right,
pretty cool.
hold on.
Nice.
I'm going to go ahead and
Was,
start
was-
putting this on. Oh my God,
First
everybody's got
one
a Cub. All right.
Was Robin Yount ever? He was a Brewer. Was he ever a Cub? I don't think so.
No.
And then we got, who is this? Lou Brock card. All right, I might take that actually.
Dude, I got the
And Jose
best.
Barrios.
I have the best pack out of anybody. I'll let you guys on camera show what I got there. But there you go, Brian.
Let's see. So Richie pulled a Junior Caminero card. He's up with the Rays right now. He's having a nice season.
Former Southern League player.
There you go. Was he with Biloxi?
He was
with
he was with Montgomery.
Montgomery. There
And
you go.
Junior Caminero led all the minor leagues in stolen bases last year.
There you go. Slade Sassoni right here. Another Diamondback. A lot of Diamondbacks in this poll. George Springer right here. Nice card. He's
All
having
right,
a
Richie,
nice
go
season.
get an item. Go get an item you want to throw on to add to this
Okay, hold
glorious outfit I've already got on.
Josh Naylor, trade candidate, went to the Mariners. Gleyber Torres, he's having a nice season with Detroit right now. Prelander Baroa, I've never heard that name. He's with the Mariners apparently. Oh boy, we got another one. Hayden Wisniewski is another Cub. So you're gonna be loaded up here, Connor.
I mean, you can see my fit already. How are we feeling about this?
I know
Smokies
I-
fans.
I know I
It's
got
not
you
bad.
looking
It's
good.
not
All right,
bad.
Where are our Smokies UK fans talking about
I
this
wouldn't
outfit?
send you out. I wouldn't send you out back.
And then Lane Ramsey.
I
is
am
the final
cotton
one we got
candied
here.
right now. Pink and blue all over the place with some black.
All right, well, I'm going to take this headset off, go find you another outfit here.
Yeah, you guys got to go finish my outfit right now. And I don't know what else you could possibly add. I could probably fit another hat on my head, I guess. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at
Dustin's here.
Dustin.
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 Nope.
guest
You're not
appearance.
sneaking away so fast. Get on over here. Get right now. Yes, we're live. We're live. Come throw this on for a second, Dustin. Come join us. We're playing our
Yes.
Pack a Punch right now. So Smokies fans, welcome. One of the best videographers I've ever seen. Master of all things content. If you need anything shot, let this guy know. We've got Dustin Hilbalink. Also has a pretty solid PA voice if anybody hasn't heard it. But Dustin, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, I was just here for Pablo's signing and all that, trying to
Awesome.
buy a new hat and all that. So
Buying a new hat?
absolutely.
All right. Is this the one or is that one you already had?
No, I already have this one. The other one's in my bag.
What hat are you going? What hat did you get then?
The one with the lettering that had like the stitching on the outside of the lettering.
Oh, I
You
like
know
that one. What do you think of my hat?
You know, it fits you very well.
He
Connor.
said, you know,
Starts with
you know, it's
know.
never
He's
good
gonna-
when
he's
you
gonna
start
give
with
you the
something like that.
nicest answer.
Oh, geez. Well, and then Brian has added this nice mug that I will have to be holding for the rest of the show onto my wardrobe here. And Richie's still looking for an. Oh God, I see what he's coming with.
Uh-oh.
This is not good, Dustin.
Oh, is that for me?
He has that evil
No,
smile. on
it's
his
for
face.
me, unfortunately.
Oh, there you
Dustin,
go.
give us your best PA announcer voice of what I'm getting here.
That, my friend, is a unicorn.
That was very beautiful. Yes, I am now rocking a unicorn as well. Can he fit on the brim? No.
Possibly.
All right. Well, we're
fit
gonna
him
keep
on the-
him
on the-
right.
on the
We're gonna
mug.
right here on the mug on the screen at all times. This is our setup right now. So yeah, Dustin.
Down here at the mall, you know.
Yeah,
Come
down here at the mall. Make sure to come by, check us out, And you never know what Dustin could be creating next. Make sure you stay tuned on the Smokies Instagrams and social media channels. And you've got some own accounts as well. So why don't you shout those out real quick? Because I know not
DH
everything you make
Photography.
is posted.
Yeah, DH Photography. I put all the rest of the stuff out there on that. But take a look at the YouTube as well for the Knoxville Smokies. There's a lot of stuff going out there. We had a shot that Jason got, actually. It looked like it was snowing in the middle of July.
Oh, that's sweet.
So it was really cool. So
All right.
nice.
Well, Smokies fans, make sure to check that out. That's going to wrap up our Pack-a-Punch game here today. Everybody pulled a Cub. Hopefully they don't have as good of luck next time, so I don't have to look so stupid for the rest of the show. Maybe we'll do it at the start, too, because I think this definitely needs as long of a preview as possible. But Dustin, thank you for joining us. We won't keep you for any longer. We'll let you get back to your daily responsibilities, but happy to finally have you on the pregame show. We will have him on again, Smokies fans. I'm going to grill this guy for a deeper interview about what he does on a day-to-day basis. Richie and I are going to get him down. We're going to hold him down, strap him in the booth, and we'll get him there. But Dustin, thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, Dustin heads out, and we get into our next segment here on our Pilot pregame show, our Cubs news segment. We're always checking in on our big brothers out there in Chicago. And just to remind you, we're alongside Brian Keiss, Tyson Belton, and our production master, Richie Giuliano, along with myself, Connor Nelson. And now let's go ahead and check in on our big brothers, the Cubs. And right now, going ahead and looking at the just kind of what they've been up to right now. And the big storyline around the Cubs is that their big hitters have not been hitting right now. So here's some stats for the entire team since July 7th. So coming out of the break, they're 24th in runs per game. This is a stat that they've been leading pretty much the whole MLB the entire year. So then you look at home runs, they're 19th in the league with 28, 21st in batting average, 21st in slugging, 22nd in total OPS. And then if you look at the standings, they're now 5 games back of the Brewers, who seem to just not be able to lose. It's kind of feeling like how the situation with the Smokies is right now, with the Barons just continuing to play such elite baseball and not giving the Smokies any room to make up ground. So Brian, what's your biggest kind of eye-opening thing? What's going on with the Cubs' best hitters right now?
Well, I think a lot of these guys are struggling. You know, the time off. I mean, PCA right now is not having a good season. Or, well, second half of the season. I mean, he's an MVP candidate still, but Kyle Tucker has also not been hitting the ball. He's been hitting the ball on the ground a little bit more than I think the Cubs organization would like him to right now. But still a lot of time for these guys to turn it around. They are still holding on to a wild card spot as of right now, so look for them to kind of put it together here in the month of August. They've not been playing their best baseball here in the second half.
Yeah, so kind of going cold at the wrong time, but the one bright spot has been Matt Shaw, former Smoky, who was struggling in the first half of the season, has seemed to have really turned it on in the second half. Here's a clip from the first half of the season. It was a walk-off, little punch out into right field, and this was kind of a sign that we knew Matt Shaw was a guy who could come up in those big situations, but that, you know, some people may still call that a fluky hit. But, man, has he been raking, has more home runs than the big four combined to start this second half. So it's going to be interesting to see how that progresses. And then, Tyson, my question to you is, having a young guy on a team with a bunch of veterans and he's the only one playing well, do you think that invigorates your veteran players?
Oh, yeah, it does. I feel like it really doesn't really make people mad, but it's going to get people going, honestly. Like, when you see your young guys stepping up to the plate when everybody else is, like, on the lower end struggling, it's going to really motivate you. Be like, this is the guy we're supposed to be helping and leading on. And if he's leading us on, we have to do better. We have to step up. We have to fulfill our roles. So with the young guy really clicking on all cylinders, I feel like it's going to get this team rolling and get those older guys really getting into that rhythm.
Yeah, that's right. And Brian, any thoughts on that comment?
Well, you know, you look at the numbers. Matt Shaw, the 270 average, is second on the team to Nico Horner over the last 30 days. But he's really been stepping up, that 848 OPS, above league average right now. So he's really been hitting the ball, like you mentioned. But these guys who have really been around for a long time, and when you look at Dansby Swanson, a little bit above the Mendoza line, Kyle Tucker, a point below him at 213 as well. But a lot of these guys at the top of the order especially have been struggling. The bottom of the order for the Cubs right now is clicking.
Yeah, so they're going to need everything to come together down the stretch if they want to really make a shot at the World Series. Didn't pick up a lot at the trade deadline, and some of the moves that they did make aren't going to be impacting them for the rest of the season. Soroka on the injured list, but they could be getting some help pretty soon. Now we get into our next segment, just taking a look around the Cubs farm system, and we'll get into 2 deeper names, but right now, the first name that we got to talk about is Miguel Amaya. So he was up with the big league club, obviously, at the beginning of the season and making his rehab stint right now. This could be a big addition to an offense that's been struggling that we just talked about. And Amaya has been shelved since May 25th due to a left oblique strain, but is nearing the finish line in his recovery. He was cleared to start the rehab assignment back on July 22nd and spent a little bit of time in Arizona, but has since moved up to AAA Iowa. And in his last 6 games, he's 5 for 16. So the Cubs could really use his bat. Whenever you have a catcher that's producing on the offensive side, you're going to take that 10 out of 10 days in the week. So if he can come back, make an impact, and be a nice little 1-2 punch with right now the number 1 catcher, Carson Kelly, could be a good look for the Cubs. So excited to see his return. But the 2 names that we really want to talk about here tonight, James Triantos and Kane Kepley. So these are a couple of guys that not exactly on the same path, per se, for the minor leagues. James Triantos, a guy drafted out of high school, and after a brief stint in AAA at the 2024 season, he's still adjusting to the new level here in 2025. Has dealt with some injuries, but since coming back, he's been solid for the AAA club. And this is a guy who just seems like he's kind of in that log jam of middle infielders. So, Brian, for Triantos, he's played a little bit in the outfield, but a guy who was trying to be shopped around the deadline. What's the outlook for a guy like Triantos when you got Dansby, Swanson, Nico Horner up at the big league level?
Well, and I think everywhere in the field for the Cubs right now is so deep. I mean, you look at their outfield, you got Ian Happ and Seiya Suzuki and Kyle Tucker now in the outfield as well. But the infield is so deep as well. I mean, you have guys that have been in the Cubs order for so long that they're just taking up that space. But for Triantos, maybe a look in the outfield could be good for him. Maybe some time at first base to shop around there. But he's got options in terms of being shopped around. Maybe a little bit of an infielder or rather a utility guy. He could be another one of those Willie Castro guys, the guy they picked up at the deadline. So maybe a utility role in his future, but still trying to pick it up in AAA, and he's still got some time before he gets to the major league level.
Yeah, he's been plagued with injuries a bit, but all of the numbers on paper have been looking better and better as he's progressed through the minor leagues. Exit velocities, hard hit contacts, everything is up just slowly. So he's getting there. Will he make an impact on the Cubs roster in the near future? Not sure, but you never know with how the prospect realm goes. And then another guy that we wanted to talk about, Kane Kepley. This is an outfielder out of UNC. He was just drafted this season. And thanks to the moved-up draft format that we have now in the MLB, we're actually getting to see these guys not just get 5 at-bats at the minor league level in their first professional season, but play about a couple of months of a minor league season. So Kane Kepley, outfielder out of North Carolina, playing with Myrtle Beach. So, Tyson, I know you have a little bit of numbers on him from his time at UNC. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so at UNC, he played 61 games, and he batted with a 291 average, 13 doubles and 7 triples, and knocked in 30 runners. He also had 45 stolen bases, which was tied for third most in UNC program history. He led the team in runs with 74. He was also all ACC second team and made a statement in his only year in the ACC. So for you just to come into the conference and make the ACC second team, that says a lot about your character and your play.
Yeah, and I think it says even more that, Brian, we see him inserted into the leadoff spot in his first few games of Myrtle Beach. That just shows how much they trust this guy, how much they expect from him in the coming years.
Right, and that contact speed, you see it right here on the screen. I mean, this guy can fly. So
yeah.
He's got those extra base hits. He's got those stolen bases. He gets on base at a very high clip. So this is going to be a guy for the Cubs organization in the future. They're going to use at the top of the order. You might see him here in Knoxville here in a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see a little September action from Kane Kepley out here in Knoxville, but you never know. This is a table setter type of player, so they're going to be patient with him, make sure that he is fully ready with all of the tools that he needs to be successful at the MLB level. We've got guys with a similar profile to him. We've got Brett Bateman on the club right now, who's that contact first speed type of center fielder who's also going to give you some stellar defense out there manning the main position in the outfield. So we'll see how Kane Kepley can complement that after the Cubs were stacking up a lot of outfielders in this past draft. So that's going to complete our look around the farm. Is, of course, when we mentioned Brett Bateman, always got to pull up his spectacular highlights. He's just a guy who knows how to put the ball around all parts of the yard, and he's not afraid to go the other way, not afraid to stay within himself and make sure that he is setting the table for the rest of this Smokies lineup. So we're going to take one more quick break here on our Pilot pregame show. We'll be back with our final preview of tonight's action. We've got game number 5 between the Biloxi Shuckers, AA affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers, and your Knoxville Smokies, AA affiliate of the Chicago Cubs. So some NL Central action. We'll be back to preview the rest right after this break.
When you're ready to hit a home run with your banking needs, look no further than First Bank, the official bank of the Knoxville Smokies. Whether you're saving for your next big game or planning for the future, First Bank has got you covered. Visit your local First Bank today or visit us at firstbankonline.com and step up to the plate with confidence. First Bank. Bank local, get more.
Spring is here, and so is pollen. Hit a home run with pollen protection at Zips Car Wash. Get all of Zips' best car wash deals in the free Zips mobile app to make caring for your vehicle stress-free. Plus, enjoy Zips free vacuums and free-to-use towels. And spray cleaner to ensure your ride is sparkling inside and out. Leave the dirty work to Zips Car Wash with 20 Knoxville area locations. Find a Zips near you at zipscarwash.com. Zips Car Wash, proud sponsor of the Knoxville Smokies.
Spring is in the air, and that means it's time for a refresh. Whether it's brand new carpets, stunning tile, or high-end cabinetry, Phil's Carpets and Flooring does it all with unbeatable prices, lighting fast installation, and customer service that's second to none. Why go anywhere else? When other people can't, Phil's Carpets and Flooring can. Visit philscarpets.com to check out our full catalog or stop by our showroom in Sevierville. Let Phil hook you up with the best deals in town. Phil's Carpets and Flooring, where your floors and more get a fresh new start.
All right, Smokies fans, welcome back to our final segment here on our Pilot pregame show. Got to remind you that, of course, our pregame show is always brought to you by Pilot. They're committed to connecting people and places with comfort, care, and a smile at every stop. So make sure to check out one of their conveniently located stations. Try their burritos, jumbo wings, tenders, pizza, hot home-style meals, and more. Guys, say it with me, Pilot. See you out here. All right, I love doing that. And now that we're into our final segment in our pregame show, if you missed what we were doing earlier, if you're wondering why I'm in this awkward getup, it's because we played Pack-a-Punch, where if you pull a Cubs or a former Smokies player, you get to dress me up super weird. So here's the fit today for Paint the Park Pink Night. I've got this fancy hat. I've got my unicorn. I haven't named him or her or it yet, but the name's coming along with my very large, very fancy, very stainless steel cup right here. Richie, I know you're jealous of this. You're a big slurper. But anyways, getting into our action here tonight. Here, previewing Shuckers and Smokies. We've got game number 5, and it's going to be a fun pitching matchup. We gave you the reports earlier, but it's going to be Casey Hunt versus Tommy Romero. So there's Casey Hunt's numbers right in front of you. We'll pull up Tommy Romero's to give you a quick look at that as well. He's just making his second start for Knoxville. So top 30 prospect against kind of minor league journeyman. So it'll be an interesting matchup here in game number 5. And we don't have lineups just yet. So for those listening on radio, make sure to stay tuned here on 92.5 or 1180 WKCE. Catch all the action with Mick and Richie. And let's go ahead and talk about some of our upcoming promotions. So, of course, tonight we've got to talk about our Paint the Park Pink Night. This is something we do every year. The Smokies are going to be wearing some pretty cool uniforms. I believe we have a video of what they're going to look like so we can preview for them what they're going to look like on the field. But these uniforms at 8:30, and if you're at the park tonight, you'll get a great first look at them on the field. So make sure to shop all your Smokies pink merch around the stadium. And then we've only got 2 homestands coming up left. On this Sunday, it's going to be Cocomelon Day versus the Shuckers. So JJ from Cocomelon is going to be in attendance doing some meeting and greeting. But then we've also got a couple of really big promotional nights set for the rest of the season. So 2 homestands left, like I mentioned. And this next one coming up has some awesome promotions. So on Thursday, August 21st, it's going to be Titans night. There's going to be a little Titans football giveaway. And Tyson, you're from Nashville, so you've gotten to see plenty of Titans probably fandom over the years. Are you excited for this night?
I am excited. I'm going to try to stop by any way possible for this game. Hopefully T-Rack is there, you know, the mascot, the raccoon that they have. So hopefully he's there, but I'm really excited to see what they have going this night. I wonder if like any uniforms are going to change or anything, but probably not. But really excited. Football is around the corner, so that is great.
Yeah, we've been talking about fantasy football around the office. I'm sure those conversations have been getting brought up between every friend group across the nation, but it's been a fun time. So Titans night, really excited for that. Richie, can we confirm, do we or do we not have a specialty uniform for Titans night? He is shaking his head. No, we do not have a specialty uniform for Titans night, but one day we will have a specialty uniform. It's just a couple of days later, August 23rd. It's going to be Tennessee night. So celebrating being here in Knoxville with the Tennessee Vols. Probably going to be a whole lot of orange around the stadium that night. Brian, what do you think about orange being used as a primary color in a uniform?
I think there's only a couple teams that can get away with it. Of course, you see it around Major League Baseball, around, all levels of the sport, really. But I really think the white and the orange combo, especially that Rocky Top orange that really pops, it's known nationwide. I mean, you go all across the country and you'll see people who recognize that orange tee everywhere across the country. So it's very recognizable. I think really the only people who can get away with it is UT. So I like it. It's one of my favorite colors. I'm excited to see it in the ballpark here in the next coming weeks.
Yeah, we won't mention the cheaters who also rock a primary color of orange, but we'll save that for another episode. And, there's also on that Tennessee Vols night, it's going to be a Dylan Sampson bobblehead giveaway. Are you excited for this one, Tyson?
I am very excited for this one. He's playing for the Browns right now, and he's actually going to get a very good start. I'm pretty sure he's like the second running back on the depth chart, so he's going to be playing this year. So if anybody can get that bobblehead, it would be very valuable. So.
Yeah, that should be a good one. We've had some great ones over the years. Richie, I know they can't hear you, but what's been your favorite Tennessee Vol bobblehead since you've been with the club? Can you remember a good one? There was a Hooker one, What's his first name?
Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker,
I'm gonna get me a Dalton Connect bobblehead today.
Yeah, there was a Dalton Connect one last year. I did not pick that one up, unfortunately. I was not one of the first, whatever it was, 2,000, 1,500 in attendance. That was a pretty cool one. But yeah, we've had great ones every single year. There's the Hendon Hooker one that Richie's showing me right there. That one's pretty sweet. He's on top of a football field. He's about to throw the football. So, I mean, hey, if you have not been to Covenant Health Park and you want to go pick up a promotion, make sure to check SmokiesBaseball.com. Check out all of the promotions. Check out the ticket prices. Get here to Covenant Health Park before you have to wait a whole 6 months for the next season, because the stadium is beautiful. Check it out in year one. Be a part of the club. So for the Smokies Baseball Network and everyone tuning in on YouTube, thank you for joining us here, friends, on our YouTube live stream. And this wraps up our pilot pregame show. So for those listening on radio, we thank you for tuning in. And for Brian Keiss, Tyson Belton, our beautiful production master, Richie Giuliano, and myself, Connor Nelson, signing out for the Smokies Baseball Network. And 7 o'clock first pitch start. Stay tuned on the Smokies Baseball Network. Mick Gillespie, Richie Giuliano, along for the call with you. And let's go Smokies.
Fans, for the first time in over 25 years, it's time to introduce your Knoxville Smokies.
Go Smokies! Woo!